An Afghan migrant rapist has received a sentence of 5.5 years in prison and will be deported from Sweden after violently raping a woman who was in Gothenburg to act as a bridesmaid at her sister's wedding. A 25-year-old Afghan migrant rapist man enticed an inebriated woman to a park, assaulted her sexually while asphyxiating her until she became unconscious, and subsequently absconded with her credit card. The victim, who came to Gothenburg for the wedding in May, visited a pub the night prior to the ceremony. Following excessive alcohol consumption, she was incapable of locating her accommodation. A man approached and offered to assist her in returning. He instead directed her to a neighbouring area where he assaulted her. According to Expressen, CCTV footage corroborated the sequence of events, depicting the man trailing her from Gustav Adolf Square into the park. The woman recounted in a court statement that she was paralysed by panic upon realising her isolation, thereafter fell onto gravel, and was subjected to forceful rape. The assailant bit her, strangled her till her vision was obscured, and thereafter rifled through her possessions, absconding with her credit card. Notwithstanding the assault, the woman successfully contacted her girlfriend and summoned an Uber. She visited the hospital for urgent treatment and departed with only 1 hour to dress for the wedding, concealing her injuries with makeup. She had a sexually transmitted infection, and the incident resulted in a panic disorder that interfered with her employment and finally led to the dissolution of her relationship. The assailant refuted the allegations, stating that the sexual encounter was consensual. However, the court deemed the woman's testimony trustworthy and congruent with the physical evidence. Medical evidence indicated neck injuries that were not present in footage recorded immediately before to the assault and aligned with the victim's account of the incident. Subsequent surveillance footage revealed the man attempting to purchase smokes using the woman's compromised credit card shortly after the assault. A toxicology report indicated that the woman's blood alcohol concentration was 2.7 per mile, deemed excessively high and leading to significant impairment. The court determined that the guy had unequivocally taken advantage of her vulnerabilities and that the act of strangulation constituted violence of a particularly dangerous nature, categorizing the offense as aggravated rape. He was additionally convicted of sexual assault for a distinct offense involving the groping and recording of another woman while she was asleep. The Afghan migrant rapist arrived in Sweden alone in 2015 at the age of 15 and was initially denied asylum. However, he was subsequently granted a temporary residence permit under the High School Act, permitting him to remain in Sweden temporarily to complete his high school education, despite the rejection of his asylum claim. He submitted another application for asylum, which was once more denied. The Migration Board issued a deportation order that remained unexecuted. During the court hearing last week, the judge upheld the deportation order related to the rape conviction, emphasizing that he committed a grave offense, had not assimilated after a decade in the country, and lacked familial connections in Sweden. However, he was granted anonymity. LOL, you could not make it up.